Maddie Lee, joined by Joe Masato. After the Thunder's 109-106 win over the Bulls at Chesapeake Energy Arena, we had another thriller here. It seems like they just keep coming at the end with some pretty key free throws. First from Steven Adams, who said he'll take credit for making the first and missing the second to run some time off the clock, but he said he wasn't actually trying to do that. But it worked out perfectly, ran time off the clock, got the rebound. Chris Paul ended up finishing off with 2 more free throws, but the rest of the game was a wild swing of events.
Yeah, I mean, those free throws sealed off tied for the best comeback in Thunder history. I mean, the Thunder got down by 26 points in this one. Were outscored 37-16 in that first quarter. Turnovers galore. I mean, it was just a wild game. And then, the comeback fueled by Chris Paul in that fourth quarter.
Yeah, no, it was insane. At one point in the first half, the Thunder had 25 points, and the Bulls had 26 points off of just turnovers. So Thunder turning the ball over right and left. This is a Bulls team that all season has been doing that well. They lead the league in opponent turnovers. Opponent turnovers. Mm-hmm. And so they come into this game knowing that that's going to be the case, but still couldn't stop it in the first half. Honestly, in the second, still was turning the ball over, but was able to kind of stop some of that bleeding, make sure the Bulls weren't scoring off of every single one.
Yeah, and Steven Adams and some of the other Thunder players said the Bulls were throwing a defensive scheme at them that they hadn't seen yet this year, blitzing ball screens and just really getting in those passing lanes. Thunder still turned it over in the second half, but they weren't as costly, and they were able to get back in the game by forcing some turnovers of their own. But really, I mean, this was just a classic Chris Paul game. I mean, he had 28 of his 30 points in that second half, 5 threes in the fourth quarter, and this place probably reached some of its loudest levels of the season, I think.
Absolutely. He really pulled the Thunder back in, and as you mentioned, those points off turnovers that the Thunder scored, a lot of those, the ball ended up in Chris Paul's hands, was able to completely swing the momentum and finish this one off. So Thunder start this long homestand with a win. Enjoy some post-game video from
Chris Paul, Steven Adams, and Terrence Ferguson.